If my bedroom ever becomes a crime scene, I hope the detectives know the difference between signs of a struggle and me just getting up like every other morning.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Probably the most exciting game that I have seen, and it didn't really feel like a Super Bowl. It was just kind of like whatever.
You said that was
weird.
the most exciting game you saw?
I said it wasn't.
No, it was terrible.
No, I mean, it didn't feel like a Super Bowl.
Let me turn the TV down here a second.
All right. Anyways, so the halftime show was really weird, and we'll get to that probably coming up in a minute. But I just felt like that guy, The Weeknd, which I know I said earlier I was making fun of his name, but it just felt like you were watching an actor in a movie playing somebody performing on stage, like at a big event. Like he just.
Yes.
Yeah, right? He kind of reminded me of, I don't know, he just looked like an actor playing somebody on TV.
So sometime like in the last, 5 or 6 years, Saturday Night Live, they changed the way that they do their musical artists, and they shot them differently. Like they got a new producer or something like that. He's like, okay, we're going to shoot the stage a little bit differently. And what they do is they do this like intimate shot on the artists, and it seems like they're doing it in a studio. It doesn't seem like there's a crowd behind them or anything like that, or that they're playing to the crowd. These artists are told to play to the camera, and I feel like that's how kind of The Weeknd did it.
Well, there's nobody there too. I mean,
yeah.
I know they had some people that actors or whatever, dancers they brought in. But, I also felt kind of bad for him. And I realized why The Weeknd probably did the Super Bowl is probably because everybody else said no, because it was probably one of the most weird, awkward situations to be in, to perform for no one. I mean, I know there were some people in the stands, but
I'm pretty sure the Gin Blossoms were available.
Would you have rather seen the Gin Blossoms? I think I would have.
You know me, yes, I would have. Toad Wet Sprocket, Gin Blossoms, any of them.
But, I guess he spent $7 million of his own money to make that happen. He didn't get paid a dime. And
no way.
So, yeah.
That's bad advice, bro. You got to get new financial counsel, because listen, when you're a pop artist, it don't last forever, bro. That's $7 million in about 3 years. You're going to be like, what the hell was I thinking, man?
Mike writes in. Oh, sorry. Did you want to finish?
When the new artist is the month, not the weekend.
Yeah. Mike writes in and he says that, his favorite part of the game was the streaker. Did you see that part? I haven't even asked you about that yet.
No, because I didn't watch. I only watched little bits of the game. I didn't watch a full amount of the game because it was my mother-in-law's birthday last night, and the best time to go out to eat, and not have to deal with worrying about crowds or anything like that, is during the Super Bowl. So we went out to for dinner, and then we were heading back home. And the game was already over, but I had it on in the background because it was like 31-9. And I had it on in the background. I hear Kevin Harlan going crazy. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Okay, then you heard the best part.
Turn it up.
Kevin Harlan is hilarious. I mean, this guy, off the cuff, does play-by-play to a guy streaking, dodging referees and security guards. And, I mean, I've got it right here. And I'm listening to Jim Nantz, freaking snooze fest. And he's like, oh, there's somebody streaking. And it was just awful.
This is why
Tony.
they like everybody makes a big deal like who's going to be in the broadcast booth for the television broadcast, because more people consume the television broadcast. But Kevin Harlan is hands down the best, because you have to be so much better to do it on radio than you do to be on TV, because you can't rely on the visuals. So immediately he goes into play-by-play mode. It's great.
Someone has run on the field. Some guy with a bra. And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle, the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man. And the players with hands on hips at the other end of the field are looking at him and shaking their head and saying, why, oh why, is this taking place in a Super Bowl?
There we go. Kevin Harlan.
5:03 to go. Someone has run on the field.
Whoops, sorry.
Some guy with a
I got to hit pause.
Oh, no. It's
It was
okay.
replaying itself.
So when I was hearing that in real time, I mentioned that we had it turned down quite a bit because we were talking to our kids. We were in the car because I'd happened to hear that on the radio. And I thought initially, and what got me to turn it up was Kevin Harlan's excitement, is I thought what had happened was Mahomes was picked and it was about ready to be a pick six, because when he said arms in victory formation, I thought that like a defensive back for the Bucks was going into the touchdown. But then I listened more and he's talking about pulling up pants and taking off bras. And I'm like, what the hell is going on in this game?
Did somebody hack the broadcast? Did
And
somebody?
this was the best part of the game. The 100% best part of the game. The game was a snooze fest. It sucked. It was horrible.
It wasn't that exciting. I mean, obviously,
it was not a big game.
if you were a Bucks fan, I'm sure it was fantastic. I'm really happy for Tom Brady. I'm happy that he can now say he didn't need Bill Belichick. He didn't need the Patriots. He is able to go to a new team and help get them to the Super Bowl. We're going to a Royal Grande to talk to Rocky.
Hello?
Hey, Rocky.
Yes, sir.
Is this Rocky?
It is.
How do you say your last name?
Bowie.
Bowie. Oh, okay. Just like it looks. Hey, it's Jeff and Jeremy from KZOZ. How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. How about yourself?
Good. Did you get the news yet?
Well, I didn't get the news from anybody, but I'm quite the mathematician, so I can figure it out.
So you know you
So
went.
you were keeping an eye on this the entire time, regardless of the fact that I don't remember calling your name once during the season. You didn't win outright a single week.
Well, they say I was a bridesmaid.
I mean, you
That
came in.
happened often?
You came in and stole this thing from the Hurricane, Mike the Hurricane Andrews. I don't know if you heard this guy on the radio. He was on every other week. He was winning.
Haas was winning a couple times. Hurricane was winning a couple times. I know Fred Bruin was in the running for the grand prize. But out of nowhere comes Rocky from Five Cities, and I'm like, Rocky, where'd this name come from?
Yeah, that's true.
What did you have for the tiebreaker yesterday?
I got really close. Even last week, I thought I was going to win the week, but someone else had a closer prediction on the game, on the tiebreaker. But someone picked the exact score. That's crazy. Good for them.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's amazing. And she only gets $25 for it. But hey, that's how it works.
And here you are, once again, you're just sitting back all season long, sandbagging all season long. You're like, I got this. When the Super Bowl comes around, I'm going to win $500.
So, speaking of the bridesmaid, Shandy Wilson out of Morro Bay, who was also a week winner and had a shot at winning this thing, she gets second place. Alvin Cable out of Oceano gets third place.
Don't mention these people. All you're going to do is hurt their feelings.
Well, they need just suck it up, do a better job
they came
next
very
year.
close.
William
I don't
Heath
know if I almost won $500 and get nothing.
probably goes by Bill in Atascadero in fourth place, and the Hurricane, Mike Andrews out of Santa Maria, coming in at fifth place, and number one, Rocky Bowie of AG. Are you West Side or East Side AG?
I'm West Side.
Oh, good for you. West Side for life, bro. West Side for life.
You
we
know,
don't
the
need no
name Rocky-
yuppies.
You know the name Rocky's not allowed on the east side right now. You didn't read that in the
Actually, I'm from
HOA?
Edmonds.
It is a big
I'm from your
HOA.
neck of the woods, Edmonds, Washington. So there you go, old Seahawk fan.
Oh, good. Well, look at that. Well, now I'm really happy you won. So congratulations on your $500. Hold on the line here for a minute, okay? There goes Rocky out of AG, our $500 winner, just snuck right in there at the end and was able to swoop it up and win $500 cash. Not bad.
No, it's awesome. I think this is the only time I can remember somebody winning the grand prize for this and never winning a week. I mean, that's such an anomaly for that to happen, especially in a season when we've seen multiple week winners. Like we had Cartwright. John Cartwright was a multiple week winner. We had you mentioned it, Mike the Hurricane Andrews,
Multiple week winner.
And a lot of guys that were up at the top, but I never paid attention. You know what the old saying is: if you're not first, you're last. I never paid attention to how many names or how many times Rocky came up in the top 5, but he must have came up in the top 5 every single week.
Hey, I have some extra good news. I forgot to. I haven't told you yet. Are you ready for the really good news? Here it comes. The KZOZ staff picks. The KZOZ staff picks. Guess who finished? Well, technically in second place, but I'll go third. But I beat Seth. This guy right here beat Seth. Boom! Seth was running in the front the whole time. He must not have picked the Bucks because I now finished. I mean, why is Fred Bruin in the staff picks? He shouldn't be in the staff picks. Fred Bruin should be
what happened was, remember, he won that week, and then there was a loophole in the prizes where he said he couldn't win a prize, and he's like, oh well, crap, and we felt bad because he won a week, and so we put him in the VIP picks.
Okay, well it's okay. VIP, is that what they're calling it? It says KZOZ crew picks, but that's fine. Fred, nothing shit. Just you're a better picker than I am, and if you weren't in there, I would have got second place behind Chiba, who, by the way, was cheating because she had a sister-in-law or a cousin or somebody who knows what they're doing send her the picks every week. So technically, I won the staff picks.
Good news on the Fred Bruin front. When it comes to hot salt and hot seasoning salt and a hot pepper sauce, which is to die for. It's amazing. It's the best hot sauce. It doesn't have a lot of heat, but it's got great flavor. He gave me some on Friday afternoon. He heard us talking, and I
was asking for the hot sauce. I got nothing.
He lives nearby me. He said he put yours in the mail. He didn't want to come down south of the grade to deliver you salt. And I thought about it. I was like, why didn't you just give it to me?
You know why? You know why he favors you? Because you bought a house, and I haven't bought a house. You're a home buyer. I'm not, and he's a realtor. So of course, he's going to be nicer to you because you actually support his industry. I haven't done that yet, but I'm just waiting for the market.
He gives me a call and he's like, hey, I got some hot salt and some hot sauce for you. And I was like, okay, do you want to know how to get to my house? I'm coming back from the storage unit right now. He goes, no, I know where you live.
Yeah, you're on the listing. He'll be coming over for pool parties, the whole thing. All right. Congratulations again to Rocky out of Royal Grande, Rocky Bowie. $500 in the Red Zone Challenge. Thanks again to our friends at Donahue Truck Centers and Fred Bruin, the Central Coast Realtor.